Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be looking at circles. My name is Mr. Josh Fuquay. I am an 8th grade science teacher. I also help with mathematics. I will be stepping in and serving from now until the end of the year as your interim math teacher as well. If you have any questions, please email me at the email address located on your screen, or write them down, or ask Miss Fairley, and I'll do my best to get the answers to you as soon as possible. The goals for today's lesson: you will be able to define a circle and know the meaning of the terms that are related to a circle, such as pi, radius, and diameter. You'll also know how to find the diameter, circumference, and area of a circle given a radius. First off, we need to know that a circle is a two-dimensional shape made by drawing a curve that is always the same distance from a center. That distance from the center to any point along the curve is called the radius. A chord is a straight line segment that goes from one point to another on the circle's edge. And then you have the diameter. Again, the radius is the distance from the center of a circle to any point along its curve. The diameter is the distance from one point on a curve straight through the center of a circle across to a point on the opposite side of the circle. A diameter is also a chord. The only difference is this one goes through the center. The diameter is represented as 2 times the radius, or d equals 2r. If you are looking to find the radius, all you need to do is take 1/2 of the diameter, or you can represent it as r equals 1/2 the diameter. So you can do it both ways. So some examples. The radius of a circle is 5 inches. What is the diameter? So given that we know that the radius is 5, we'll write down the information that we know. The diameter is 2 times the radius. So let's plug in. D equals 2 times 5. So D is going to equal 10 inches. The next example asks us to find the diameter of a circle that is 22 feet. What is its radius? So, once again, we know diameter equals 2 times r. But this time we have to find the radius. So, let's plug in what we know. Diameter is 22 feet equals 2r. Divide both sides by 2. R equals 11 feet. Next, you have pi. Pi, represented by the symbol that you see here, is the relationship between the distance around a circle and its diameter. Pi in numerical form is represented as 3.14159, and I could go on and on. It keeps going on and on forever, never ending. Contained within pi is every possible combination of numbers: your phone number, your social security number, street address, etc. But thankfully, for the purpose of this grade, we say that pi is equal to 3.14. Next is the circumference. The circumference is the distance around a circle. You can find it one of 2 ways. The circumference is equal to 2 times pi times radius. Remember that pi is equal to 3.14. Or you can do circumference equals pi times the diameter, which is represented here in the 2 formulas you see. If you are given the radius, you will do circumference equals 2 pi r. If you are given the diameter, you will do circumference equals pi times the diameter. Some examples. The first example says, the radius of a circle is 9 centimeters. What is its circumference? Well, considering we were given a radius, use the formula. Circumference equals 2 pi r. So let's plug in. 2, remember pi is the same thing as 3.14, times 9, being the radius, equals 56.52 centimeters. The next example asks us, the diameter of a circle is 25 inches. What is its circumference? So since you are given the diameter this time, use the other formula, C equals pi times diameter. Plug in once again, pi times the diameter, which in this case is 25, equals 78.5 inches. Sometimes you will be given the circumference and be asked to find the diameter or the radius. This is where working backwards is going to help. For example, the circumference of a circle is 219.8 feet. What is its radius? When this happens, just write out the formula and plug in what you know. Then you have an equation to solve. So once again, the same example. You're given 219.8 feet. You need to find the radius. Write the formula, circumference equals 2 times pi times r. Plug in what you know. So you know the circumference is 219.8 feet equals 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times r. Do the math on the same side. So 2 times 3.14 is 6.28 times r. You divide both sides by 6.28. R is going to equal 35. Here we have another example. This one asks, if a circle has a circumference of 34.54 yards, then how big is the circle's diameter? So let's use the formula. C equals pi times diameter. Since we are given the circumference and it's asking for the diameter, plug in what you know. The circumference is 34.54 yards times equals pi times diameter. In this case, pi is 3.14. So 34.54 equals 3.14 D. Now to find the diameter, we divide both sides by pi. D equals 11. Now it's time for you to try some on your own. You may keep trying the worksheet as many times as you need, so keep trying it until you have a 100. If you need to, please go back in the video, pause, stop, ask questions, send me an email, ask Miss Fairley. I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have. I look forward to working with you in the future, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck.